8:45. Welcome back on this Wellness Wednesday. For many, planking is one of the most boring ways to strengthen your core, but there are some ways to make it more engaging, shall we say. We've got fitness and nutrition expert Spencer Shilestone in studio with some tips. So engaging, we'll start there.
Yes, so if you want to know what an eternity feels like, do a plank.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing feels longer in a minute than just sitting there, just focusing on keeping your core straight and everything. So if we can find ways to take your mind out of it, so that way you can keep your body going, that's going to be great for us all.
Okay.
So here's some tips that you can do. You know, grab your phone, put it down in front of you when you're doing your plank, and watch videos about your fantasy football team.
Okay.
Okay? Another thing you could do is we can try to get more engagement in our reflexes. So I can take a tennis ball, and I'm using this to bring down and be, greater up for the camera. But imagine I'm on the ground, okay? I could take this tennis ball and I could try to throw it in the air while keeping my core straight, and I'm more mentally engaged with the ball than I am my core, allowing me to go much longer than I need. So the thing about a plank is there's not a better exercise when it comes to preventing lower back pain, keeping your posture right, than doing a plank.
Why?
Because we need to have those slow moving muscles, those type 1 fibers, keep them engaged and build endurance there. Then our bodies don't need to do extra work to keep our posture in a line. Okay, that's the benefit that we want to see. The only problem is they're just very boring.
Sure.
So you want to keep your focus. You can also get a buddy and do rock, paper, scissors together when you do a plank.
All right.
Okay?
And what's the point of that?
The point of that, again, is to take your mind out of that. See how long you can go and have competition.
Oh, so you're just saying just do rock, paper, scissors. There's no, so someone who wins or loses, there's nothing.
No, you get to have that competition with your friend to keep you more engaged and want to win. It's a psychology
Yeah, I get it.
thing.
But if I have scissors and you have paper, then in that case, scissors cut paper, and then who wins what?
Well, you make that rule. I guess in that case, it could be the loser has to go for another 30 seconds.
Okay.
And it could be fun. Now, plank's a great way to get started on this. Do 2 to 3 rounds, about 20 to 30 seconds. If a plank is too hard for you to do, you could do it on an inclined surface, or you could do it from your knees. But the key thing is, if you're wobbling around while doing a plank, get down on your knees. Make sure that you have that stability before you go on and make it harder for you.
And I think just to hold it there for a second, because we do hear a lot about planks, but the thing about planks is that they can be a bit intimidating here because you don't hear much about being able to do so with your knees.
Yes.
So set me up for that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to remind people is you want to keep that stable core, you want to keep yourself straight and aligned and not, have worse posture because of it.
Okay.
So if you can do that from your knees and take some resistance off of you, you can progressively overload your muscles to build up that strength to do it just straight from the ground.
Because you're still using the core muscles to sustain you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the other thing about a plank, it's also a neck exercise. We're always on our phones looking down like this.
You're just all up, it's straight there.
Yeah, so when we work out and having a plank, we're pulling our chest back and keeping that neck very strong. So it's a full body benefit.
All right, Spencer, we do thank you. And also ways to maybe let the past time as you're doing those planks there. We got it all covered for you, and there's more information, tips for you at maxwellnutrition.com. Got a link for you on our website. Just look under the links tab.